Hey mamas, ever think that Kegels are the only way to repair your pelvic floor? Well, I'm here to do a breathing practice with you today to help your pelvic floor. So let me just quickly let you know why the breath affects the pelvic floor. So the pelvic floor is like a little hammock at your base and it holds all your stuff in. So when you take in a deep breath, your lungs inflate like a balloon that pushes your diaphragm down, and that puts downward pressure on your pelvic floor. When you exhale, your lungs deflate, your diaphragm moves up, and that takes pressure off of your pelvic floor. So the downward pressure is not a huge problem when you're breathing. So don't get worried about breathing. When it is a issue is when your pelvic floor is fighting against your breath. So for example, if you're trying to engage your pelvic floor while you're taking a big inhale, then the downward pressure is fighting the engagement of the pelvic floor. So we want to think of this as like in a cat-cow situation. That's the easiest way to visualize it. So I'll quickly explain that and then we'll do a little exercise. So in cat-cow, when you inhale and your chest comes forward and through into cow pose, your tailbone points up towards the sky. So you inhale, your lungs expand, your diaphragm moves down, and there's the downward pressure, but your tailbone's pointing towards the sky, so you are blossoming open in your pelvic floor. When you go into cat pose, you exhale, you curl into your belly button, and your tailbone points down towards the floor. So you exhale, your lungs deflate, your diaphragm moves up, and your pelvic floor naturally engages and elevates. So that is how the function of the pelvic floor works in tandem with the breath. And when you are fighting against it is when there can be some occurrences or dysfunction happening. So let's do a visualization and a breath together. So you're going to close your eyes and you're going to imagine your lungs and your diaphragm and your pelvic floor. So just sit comfortably, try not to be too slouchy, and take a big inhale. Imagine your lungs getting huge and your diaphragm moving down. See if you can connect to what is going on with your pelvic floor in this moment. And then exhale. Feel your lungs deflate and your diaphragm move up. See if you can notice anything your pelvic floor is doing right now. Let's try another breath in. And then out. And just doing a few breaths like that to try and connect to your pelvic floor. If you'd like to do it in cat-cow pose, I can lead you through that really quickly. So if you pause right now and get into your cat-cow position and then hit play, you're going to inhale your chest forward and through and point your tailbone up towards the sky. Try to connect to what's going on in your pelvic floor right now. Then exhale, curl in towards your belly button, tailbone down, and connect to what's going on in your pelvic floor. On your cat poses, your pelvic floor should naturally be engaging, and on your cow poses, your pelvic floor should be naturally blossoming open. I hope that's helpful, and if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, and if you'd like more videos on pelvic floor or yoga stuff as it relates to motherhood, please feel free to hit that subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.